Welcome to this edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. We're back at Energy Solutions Arena. John and Richie, this is where some of the biggest moments in sports have taken place here in the state of Utah. We're here again tonight, and really, tonight we will see one of the biggest moments in sports history here in Utah. Jeremy Horn, UFC veteran Jeremy Horn, will be fighting on the card tonight. Man, and he's fighting Court McGee, an upstart. These guys are crossing paths couldn't be at a better time in both of their careers. Lots going on before we get to that, though.
Oh, yeah, Mike, that's the main event. But I tell you what, every fight on this card has been a main event at one point in time with the opponents and the caliber of the opponents that we have fighting. It's the round of champions, Mike. It's the best of the best in this state and across the nation, stepping inside this cage to test their mettle and prove that they deserve that belt.
All right, they're fighting for the belts tonight, folks, so this is the best of the best. Let them hear it when they get out here and do their thing for you. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience coming right at you.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Ultimate Combat Experience starts now.
Warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors for the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight.
In your featherweight division, round of champions fighting for the belt, Travis T-Train Marx coming out here to fight Slammin' Danbury. John and Richie, what a great matchup this is.
Oh yeah, Mike, this is a rematch. They fought once before. It was a war, Mike. Travis Marx pulled out the victory, and I tell you, he's ready to do the same thing tonight. I've never seen a more determined Travis Marx in my life, Mike.
He's mad, ready to rock and roll. Featherweight, no holds barred, check it out.
You beat him once before, Travis. I see a little twitch in your eye. It looks like you really want to beat him bad this time around as well. Talk a little bit about what you've done to prepare for tomorrow night's matchup with Slammin' Danbury.
Same as always, Johnny. Unfortunately, I don't get in the gym as much as I'd like to, but I think it's enough for this win.
Right there. Hey, he does it just enough. All right, Travis, tell us, man, what kind of a fighter are you, brother? When you step inside that cage, what can people expect to see, Trav?
I don't know how to answer that, Johnny. I'm a spaz.
You are. This guy, nonstop from the first ding of the bell to the very last round, Travis. You always put on a hell of a show. But I want to know, man, you beat him once before. Tell us, how's it going to end tomorrow night inside that cage?
I'm never one to make predictions. I know a lot of guys say that, but obviously I just go out there. I never plan on losing. Nobody wants to lose, but I never even crosses on my mind. I will not lose. I don't care how it ends. I'm not going to lose.
Right there, Travis, and your record proves that, brother. You step in here, you win every time. I want to say best of luck tomorrow against your matchup with Slammin' Danbury. Is there anything you want to look into the camera and tell Slammin' Danbury right now?
No, I appreciate him taking the fight. I know there was a little controversy tonight with the weight thing, and he's going to make the weight so the fight can happen, and I appreciate him doing that.
All right, there you go. Once again, give a round of applause to Travis T-Train Marx.
Well, we didn't get an opportunity to interview old Slammin' Danbury because he's out running around trying to make weight. Well, he did make weight, Johnny Richie, and but I don't think a lot of people realize he didn't make weight because the kid was sick, and you look in his eyes and he's genuinely sick.
Yeah, Mike, he's not feeling the best, and you have to be your best if you want to step in here and fight Travis Marx. But needless to say, Danbury is stepping up to the plate. He's going to take on UCE's toughest and hopefully get a win out of it tonight.
I can't say enough about the fact that Danbury is taking this fight. First of all, he was the guy that fought Travis T-Train Marx first when he made his comeback, and now he's willing to take this fight. And I'll be honest with you, Johnny, he is genuinely not feeling very well. He's willing to step up here and make sure that Travis Marx gets the finals match that he expected to get tonight, and I admire him for doing that.
Well, yeah, Mike, and unfortunately that's the case because you do have to be on the top of your game if you're going to fight Travis Marx. I mean, the kid is undefeated inside the cage. He doesn't know defeat fighting for the UCTC.
Well, the chief official, Lonnie Foster, giving some last-minute instructions here, but make no mistake, folks, Danbury did pass the doctor's physical. He is, doesn't have a temperature or anything like that, just not feeling very well, and he says he's ready to go. He's not going to use any excuses here. He's going to come out and give it his all.
Yeah, Mike, and here you go. You're going to expect to see Danbury possibly shoot in, but Travis T-Train Marx, this kid likes to slam you too, and if he can get a takedown, he will.
Yeah, I don't think Danbury was going to be shooting in on T-Train because if there's anybody that's as good, if not a little better wrestler than he, that would be Travis Marx. And Danbury's used to fighting guys that he's the better wrestler than. It looks right here, you see the proof in the pudding right there where Travis T-Train Marx does get the takedown.
Well, yeah, Mike, and he's in a great position here. I'd be looking for Travis Marx to step over full mount and possibly, but you see Danbury maybe looking for an armbar there and it slips out.
Didn't quite get it, and now you find them coming back up to their feet, but T-Train lands a big knee and a follow-up knee and some big shots here, Johnny. It's over.
Just like that, Mike. Wow!
The T-Train was on a collision course. Nothing was going to get in his way tonight. The focus that this kid had at the weigh-ins last night and all day today, you knew he was just ready to destroy somebody.
Oh, it didn't matter who it was, Mike. He wanted to win, and he gets to win. That's just how Travis does it, man. Congratulations, champ.
I guarantee you tomorrow, Danbury will be calling me wanting to get another fight, and that's just the kind of guy he is. T-Train, big win for you tonight. You're getting the belt, brother.
This post-fight interview is brought to you by the United States Army. Be Army strong. Log on to goarmy.com.
T-Train, you came out here with bad intentions tonight. You came out here and showed what the T-Train's all about, man. How does it feel?
Feels good. Obviously, I trained hard and I was excited for this fight. A lot of problems with the weight. Dan didn't make weight. He was 4 over last night. We waited for him to make it today. Still came in 2 over, so I wanted the fight to happen. I appreciate everybody coming, and that's the reason this fight still happened. I appreciate Dan for still taking it.
I can't tell you guys, you don't know how much work this guy put in the last 2 days to make this fight happen. I know you wanted it worse than anything for your fans. You came out here, you did it for your fans. It's got to feel great. We got a little something for you right here, brother. You certainly earned it. Travis Marx, you are the top featherweight in the state of Utah. Great job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for the opportunity to fight on your show. It provides a lot of opportunity for a lot of us, and I know that tonight a lot of you are going to see a lot of people fighting from Elite Performance, Jeremy Horn's gym. We're open for new people to come in, and the gym's getting awesome. It's beautiful, and we're getting better and better people to train with every day. So come in, check us out, 8700 South, Sandy Parkway.
Very nice. Great job, brother. Good job.
Thanks.
T-Train predicted it. He said he was going to come out and run right over that kid, and Johnny, he did just that.
They don't call him the T-Train for nothing, man. He rumbled into this cage and then rumbled right out. Congratulations, T-Train. You deserve that belt. I don't think anybody works harder than you. Congratulations.
Oh, really, that was barely a bump in the road, man. Great job. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Don't go anywhere. Things underway with a middleweight matchup. It's an exhibition match because Kofi Adzitso is not able to fight in most of our shows. He's too young, barely 18, good-looking kid. He won all his fights this round. He earned a spot here at the big house. Who's he fighting, Johnny?
Well, Mike, he's fighting a very athletic Casey Carter. This kid's training over there with the Bernalis Institute of Martial Arts. Will Bernalis said expect big things out of this kid. His future is bright.
Very good-looking kid. This could be the start of some very good MMA careers right here. Middleweight, no holds barred exhibition. Check it out.
I want to know, man, what have you been doing to make sure that you step in there and get yourself a victory?
I train about 3 to 4 different sessions every day and wake up. I get to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, hit it, go home, eat dinner, and do it again right before I go to bed. This is what I do.
So this is it. You're turning this thing into a career. That's what I understand. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're definitely going to be seeing me around a lot more.
Hey, tell us you're stepping in there against Kofi Adzitso. Tell me, what are you going to have to do to pull this thing off and get yourself a victory?
Anything I have to do, and it's going to be fun, and everybody's going to love it, especially for opening up the show.
It's a great show opener. Great show opener. All right, Casey, one more time, congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. Night inside that cage. Hopefully put on a good show for us, brother. Thanks a lot.
And now we have no interview from Kofi Adzitso. He's too young to get into the nightclub,
Yeah.
but we do our interviews. So now we're just going to have to go with a one-sided talking session today.
Well-
but it's not going to be a one-sided fight affair, I assure you.
Oh, no. Kofi Mike has been dominating in the underage shows. You mentioned his age there. And when we have the UCE Junior where we let the young pups fight, he dominates. There's not a tougher kid that steps inside that cage when it comes to those underage fights than Kofi.
Well, you know, he's shown some flashes of brilliance, but he's also shown some weaknesses. He's been knocked out, and he's given some knockouts. So, you know, he's the right kind of kid. I just think he's got to piece it all together, and the sky's the limit for this kid.
Well, for being as young as he is, Mike, he is, I mean, you see the kid. He's physical. He's matured a lot, and from that loss, he's grown so much. I mean, that was the first time he fought, I think, and since then, he's really improved.
Oh, well, he's been very hungry and definitely been putting his time in the gym, and he's excited to be here. It's a great opportunity for him to come and fight in front of the fans here at the Energy Solutions Arena, and certainly to fight against a really tough opponent like Casey Carter.
Yeah, Casey Carter, Mike, fought for us, and he,
man.
I mean, I think he won his fight in about 45 seconds.
Some big
when they
bombs
fought,
being
but-
thrown here from both gentlemen, Johnny Ritchie, to get things started. A lot of energy being burnt up here, though.
Yeah, you see Kofi, with the clinch there, throwing some knees, and he landed that knee right to the body. Oh, and he throws another one. He's not letting that thing go.
He comes all the way up off the ground when he throws those things. There's the pitfall of doing that, though. You lose your foundation, and Casey Carter took advantage of that, taking Kofi to the ground right here, a topsy-turvy situation. And Kofi does wind up on top.
Oh, and then right there, Mike went to step over into the full mount position, but Casey did a pretty nice job of catching that leg and keeping him in half guard. One arm around the neck there, kind of controlling him. But Kofi's going to put him against the cage, Mike, and he knows how to use this thing.
These two remind me of two bulls locking horns, boy. They're just a lot of strength, a lot of power in here. And, boy, if we could just get some direction on some of this energy, boy, you know, you can see some really good things happen.
Well, Mike, both fairly new to the sport. You know, I think this is probably their first year involved with training and fighting in MMA. So,
you see the result of that right there. Kofi had position, giving it up. Now Casey Carter has him pressed up against the cage, and we'll have to see if he knows what to do in this position.
well, yeah, here Will Benales there, Mike telling him to step over, get in that mount position, and then really take control of Kofi. But
Kofi's a strong kid, but his ground game is a little bit leaves a little bit to be desired. He's got a lot of time left in the gym to be given, but he's just a tough kid that is dangerous from anywhere. But he's in a bad spot right now.
yeah, he's in a bad spot here, Mike, and he's keeping the hold back of Casey Carter's head there, not letting Casey set up, because if Casey sets up and gets that distance, he's going to land those strikes, and they're just like that, Mike.
Well, he's got a nice little flurry there landing on Kofi Adzitso. This is a bad spot. Kofi's got to spin off the cage, and I don't think he realizes that. Again, a little bit of the lack of experience coming through here, and Casey Carter's certainly happy to take advantage of that.
Well, he did a pretty good job, Mike, of blocking some of those punches. He had his hands on the biceps there. Oh, and then just like that, a reversal.
Kofi said, I had enough of that. I'm just going to flip you over. And that's the strength right there of Kofi Adzitso. He's a strong kid. Now, look at those bombs he's dropping. Some big elbows from up top.
Yeah, some big elbows. Right there. Oh, lands one through and smashes it. And Dave Soy thought he was going to throw one of those pointed elbows there and warned him, and he didn't do it, but he gave him the warning.
Doing a pretty good job with his guard, is kind of disrupting those shots and not letting Kofi land anything really squarely. Now trying to climb up the body, looking for a submission of some sort, and keeping Kofi nice and close so he doesn't sit up and throw any more of those.
Yeah, he doesn't want any more of those coming down on him, Mike, because the two that he did land, you can see they've already marked him up, and it looks like maybe Casey has a cut on his forehead. Oh, but real little Rampage! Doing what little Rampage does. And that's slam guys on the mat.
That is a lot of strength right there. But, you know, that will take a lot out of you, too. This thing goes into the third round, and he's going to regret doing that. Finishing the round with some big shots right here to finish things off. And that's what they say, stealing the round, Johnny Ritchie. Finish with a nice flurry like that, sticks in the judges' minds.
So you talk about being tired, Mike. Kofi's just content to sit there, but he's going to get up. They're going to get some water over him and in him, and then... says 2 more rounds? There's 2 more rounds left?
Yeah, oh man, he ain't going anywhere too fast, and neither was Casey Carter. He just kind of sauntered back to his corner. Well, looks like they're both going to make it out for a second round, however, and geez, what are they going to do to improve on that first round?
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. It looks like, you said Casey Carter, for at least the first 2 minutes, was controlling that fight, but then Kofi finishes
big
the thing.
right
big
hand
right
to
hand.
start things off. Oh, big counter right hand and a left and a right from Kofi Adzitso.
Kofi has him against the cage here, Mike, and I wouldn't be expecting much of a takedown from Kofi. He'd rather stand up and bang with you if he gets the opportunity. You talked about his ground game not being the best.
Big shots there,
it's
man.
a big up. Oh,
Johnny, these shots are huge. Just landed. Yeah, Casey Carter's got a chin. We know that.
Yeah, no kidding. He's eating 3 or 4 big shots there, Mike, and just kind of rattled off of him. And now he's looking for one of his own.
As you mentioned, though, Kofi doesn't want to go back to the ground after that first round. He'd rather stand and trade. Took a leg shot, but leg kick, but answered with a big flurry of punches.
Yeah, he's landing these things. Oh, and that's it. That's it.
Oh, Casey Carter just took one shot too many, and he is just going to take a little break here.
Oh my gosh.
He's not unconscious, he's just pooped.
Timber! You see that? He just fell over and boof! That was it. Fight's over.
And Kofi's just as tired as he is. He can barely stand himself.
Yeah, he could timber over at any time here too. Be careful, guys.
That was an exciting fight, John and Richie. Both these guys got a chance to come out here and show what they're made of here in the Energy Solutions Arena. And I got to tell you, it was gut check time. Kofi Adzitso dug down just a little deeper and showed. Wow, very impressive tonight.
Yeah, Mike, and you see the Combat Cartel in the background, Mike. Those guys are all excited. The statewide bail bonds Combat Cartel, they're pumped up about this thing. And they
They're
get first
pretty
win.
happy, and Kofi's just too damn tired to celebrate with them, but he's pretty happy as well.
They'll celebrate for him. You can guarantee that. Statewide bail bonds. If the devil made you do it, statewide bail bonds will get you through it.
All right, Energy Solutions. Let's get a round of applause to Kofi Adzitso for finishing that fight the way UCE likes to finish him. Kofi, you stepped in here, man. You guys banged it out. You got a big victory. How you feeling right now?
I feel good, man.
A little tired?
No way.
Just ready to keep going, right?
Yeah, I tell you.
Kofi, you've been doing great for us in the Ultimate Combat Experience. You've been tearing through people. You step in here at the big dance here at the Energy Solutions Arena. Tell me, man, are you excited? Does it feel good? What's going to happen?
Man, I feel good, man. I train hard for this. And I work, you know.
You work hard, you fight hard, and you do it. Hey, Kofi, I want to say congratulations. Is there anyone you need to thank?
Thanks to my sponsor, UCTC, everybody, man.
I know you want to thank the statewide bail bonds fight team for helping you get in here and do this. Hey, thanks a lot, Kofi. We'll see you very soon.
Thanks.
Hey, one more time, round of applause, Kofi Adzitso.
Wow, Johnny, what a way to get things started right there. Kofi, who knew?
Man, oh man, Mike, you said his ground game was suspect, but when he was on his feet, you expected a knockout, and that's what we saw tonight.
And we saw a very impressive Casey Carter the last time he fought, so that should tell you kind of where Kofi is sitting at. Man, very impressive. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Don't go anywhere. If there was one group of fighters that there was a little tension at the weigh-ins last night, it was these two right here, Sterling Nitsuma and the Bird Dog, James Birdsley. Got a little bad blood. What do you know about these two, Johnny?
Well, you got the Bulldog versus the Bird Dog, and these guys don't like each other 1 ounce. They want to step inside this cage and literally knock the hell out of one another.
They would have fought in the parking lot last night. These guys, they're going to fight right here for you. Lightweight, no holds barred. Check it out.
The fighter fighting out of the red corner, he stands 6'1". He weighed in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Park City, Utah, representing the Bernalis Institute of Martial Arts. Please put your hands together for Sterling, the Bulldog, Nitsuma. All right, fighter fighting out of the black corner. He stands 5'10". He weighed in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Holiday, Utah, representing Elite Performance. Please put your hands together for the infamous James the Bird Dog Birdsley. All right, Sterling, share the question out with you. There's been a little, controversy about you stepping in and fighting the Bird Dog in this round of Champions Finals. I want to know from you, why do you deserve to be here, Sterling, and how you think it's going to go tomorrow night inside the cage?
Obviously, I'm going to knock you out. That's what's going to happen. And you don't think I got a shot? We're going to prove it tomorrow right here. That's all I got to say.
Oh. All right, Bird Dog. So, with that being said, Sterling, I think you just gave it to me, but prediction, how's it going?
Give him about 37 seconds, round 1, knockout.
All right, Birdsley, here you go. He called it, 37 seconds. James, I want to know from you. You're going in here against Sterling. Talk a little bit about that, man. Bird Dog, You're the toughest that Utah has to offer. The champ of champs. You've beat all the best out there. But Sterling says he's gonna knock you out in 30 seconds. I wanna know how you think that's gonna happen.
You know, that's going to be funny because I've never been knocked out. I got 33 wins in the UCE alone. Got my skull candies right here. You're going to say knockout? You know, it's never been seen like that before. Bring it to the finals. I've been fighting all year. I'm ready to go. I love this. You know, one of the Utah fights I wanted to rematch was you, so I can get this done. I'm glad you have that UFC shirt on because you're going to be fighting a UFC caliber fighter tomorrow. And you're going to see that it's going to be brought tomorrow.
All right, I like it. You see, you can cut the tension with the knife. Hey, you guys, shake hands. Best of luck to you tomorrow night inside the cage.
It's gonna be Broughton, Johnny.
Oh,
it's
no,
gonna
you
be
didn't.
Broughton.
Oh, well, it is. That's.
I'll tell you what. Bird Dog was sporting his skull candy medallions. He's got one of those for every victory in the UCE, and he's had a lot of them. That thing's getting kind of heavy around his neck.
That's part of his training regimen. Mike just wearing those necklaces around his neck, you know, and walking around with those things on, and toughens him up, he says.
Well, Sterling Nitsuma says, you know, my training regimen is much, much tougher. He claims the group of guys that he's training with right now, these guys, their training regimen is unmatched, is what they tell me.
Well, yeah, Mike, Sterling Nitsuma is usually a confident guy, but not like that. You know, his swagger, he knows he's fighting the best of the best of the best in James Birdsley, and you heard him. Look, man, it's evident. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out tomorrow, James.
He wanted James Birdsley. He didn't want anybody else. He wanted Birdsley, and Birdsley's happy to oblige because Birdsley did beat him before, but didn't feel like he beat him as convincingly as he would like to have.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Mike, and he's going into this thing with a different mindset than the last time they fought. James is just as confident as ever, but he's really looking to lay the beating on Sterling. Not just going to have a good fight, he really wants to dominate this thing and end it fast.
That's what I like about Birdsley. He wants a rematch, not just for guys that had beaten him in the past. He wants to rematch guys that were even kind of close, just to show how far I've come and how dominant I can be.
Right there, you see, he gives himself a little kiss and a tap with old Sterling, and here we go, Mike. This is it.
Oh man, Bird
The
Dog.
rematch.
Bird Dog's my favorite guy out there, man.
Oh,
He's just so
my.
fun to watch, inside and outside of the cage.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Oh, Bird Dog wanted to touch gloves, and it didn't look like Sterling really wanted to.
Well, yeah, I probably didn't, Mike. Like I said, they don't really like each other all too much here inside the cage, and at one time, these guys were friends at one point, Mike, a long time ago, and they both went separate ways.
Roommates or something at one point, weren't they?
Yeah, they were good buddies.
The thing about Bird Dog that I just love watching is you saw that kick he threw early on. It was ugly. It was ugly. There's nothing pretty about what Bird Dog does. He just gets it done, man. And you see right here, he got the takedown, and he just gets it done.
Yeah, he just gets it done. Oh, Sterling, hold on to the fence, and if you do that, you know what? Chokey. Chokey time. Here we go. This is it. The Bird Dog.
Oh, Bird Dog saying stuff to him in his ear.
He's talking to him there. He's letting him know. Guess who's got your back?
Oh, man. Oh, Bird Dog. Oh, never short on things to say, even in a fight.
Oh, never, Mike. Never. He's going to let
Johnny.
you know. Oh, but he's slowly.
That thing is just tightening up, isn't it? Oh,
it is. Just even with one arm, that thing's on there tight.
Wow, you see old Sterling's head just kind of turning purple. Well, he's kind of
doing not a bad
conversation down there.
He's like, I had it. I almost had it.
Oh, he's hanging on to his glove.
Hey,
Can't
get up
do
there.
that.
Hey, come on, ref. You see, James is going to be voting to tell you. Lonnie told him, let go of that glove. Sinks it in, and he's got hooks in.
Johnny, he never really lost position. That's on tight now. Sterling's not getting out of that.
Oh, my, that thing's on there. He's just got to get that right arm up and over the but you see him trying to. Sterling doing a pretty nice job of trying to figure four those crossed ankles down there.
All
but
that's doing is tighten up the choke.
Yeah.
That's on, Johnny. That's it, brother. This fight's over.
Oh, and just as we say that, he pulls it off.
Unbelievable. Wow, man. I give Sterling a lot of credit. He's been battling a lot of adversity for a long time here. He really,
there it is.
A little too much for him, but man, he was in a bad position really early on and battled about as long as he could. Bird Dog's mad that it made him burn a couple calories.
Yeah, the last thing Bird Dog wanted to do is get a sweat going.
He took some of my beer drinking energy away from me today.
Well, he skinned his knees on his way into the cage, Mike. Bird Dog's pre-fight ritual. He does that little takedown move, and he ends up skinning and bleeding all over the place.
It really looks good, though.
Well, that's the most injury he has.
But when he does it, it looks really cool.
Oh, it does. It does.
Cool enough for those raspberries on your knee. Bird Dog with a big smile on his face.
Give me another necklace.
Yeah, well, too many more of those, Bird Dog. We're going to cover up your face.
Congratulations, Bird Dog is the champ. He's walking out of here with the belt. This post-fight interview is brought to you by Skull Candy. For all the hottest gear for your MP3 player, log on to skullcandy.com.
Oh, Bird Dog is Sterling over here discussing strategies, and Bird Dog said, I outsmarted you. I outsmarted you there, Bird Dog. You outsmarted him. How does it feel?
Hey, it feels great. You know, I had him with the rear naked choke. He's all, that was nice. And I kind of whispered in his ear, yeah, that's kind of how I imagined it going on.
You planned it out just like that, didn't you?
Yeah, in the middle of the fight, you know, we had a little conversation, and that was actually how I planned to do it. I planned on getting him a rear naked choke from the feet, and I love that I did it.
All right, very nice. You know, you don't know that little sweet nothings are being whispered in the cage sometimes right there. Bird Dog, you did it again. You're the defending champion. You came back and got the belt again, man. How does it feel?
Hey, it feels real good. Been fighting real hard for 3 years. That's I need one of those skull candy chains. Someone throw me a skull candy chain. I got 34 now.
All right, Bird Dog. I tell you, I couldn't be more proud, Bird Dog. Here you go, brother. Add that to the collection of your bling bling, brother. Great job tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Mike Stin's Ultimate Combat. Emily Knight with
those one guys.
Emily Knight, my sister, with Caldwell Banking. I'd like to thank Nate Brockbank with Titan Development and all the fans that showed up. But yes!
All right, brother. Sometimes he just got to slow it down, but he'll get it out. Great job, brother.
Yeah, let's go to Lumpy's and party tonight. Lumpy's downtown. Let's do this. Come hang with the BD.
Uh-oh. You know I love Bird Dog, but there's one place I won't be tonight. That's Lumpy's. Bird Dog did his thing tonight.
Hey, Bird Dog did his thing, Mike. He talked about it, and he did it. He accomplished his goal. He's got, 37 of those?
34, Johnny, 34.
34 of those skull candy necklaces, Mike. That's for every single win that he has inside this cage. And he said by the time he's done, he wants 100 of those things around his neck. So,
Johnny, he looks just plain ridiculous running around with those things. But you know what? It's Bird Dog. It's the Bird Dog, and you got to love him. He's the champ. He's got more hardware now around his waist as he does around his neck.
That's right.
Bird Dog's the man. We got more Ultimate Combat. Don't go anywhere.
well, just one?
Maybe just one.
What fight would that be?
Probably one of the very, very last.
The very, very last. All right, well, I tell you what, I know I'm excited. Both these girls fight with so much emotion. They step inside the cage and do it every time for us. So, girls, shake hands and best of luck to you tomorrow night inside the cage.
I love women's fights, Johnny Ritchie. It's something about these ladies. They're truly ladies, both of them. They're so respectful and so sweet. But man, they get in here and it's just like flipping a switch.
I've seen Andrea kill a Miller inside the gym, Mike, and I'll tell you, she doesn't seem so sweet inside that cage, knocking the hell out of most of the guys she trains with. She's tough.
Yeah, she is one tough gal. But this is a gal that's been tough and has been on the top of the heap for so long, Johnny. I remember she beat the tar out of a girl that trained for me years ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and she's just been the top woman in Utah for a long, long time. She would much rather be doing an NHB match tonight, but willing to take the Muay Thai match just to accommodate their opponent.
Yeah, just to get inside the cage, Mike, and then like you said, because of the fact that Charity is so tough and is so at the top of the heap, Mike, it's hard to find this girl fights. People just don't want to fight her. They just won't.
Her ground game is solid. Her stand-up is solid. Her kickboxing is solid. Her boxing is solid. She's just a well-rounded fighter all around.
Well, they're not wasting any time, Mike. They're coming out and throwing bombs here.
Well, you see here, Andrea Miller's game plan was to come out and kick and kind of take Charity out of her element. If Charity's such a poised fighter and such an accomplished fighter that if she gets a rhythm going, or if she's able to get her spacing and distance, she can really hurt you. And Andrea Miller's just not going to give her that opportunity.
Well, good for her. That's smart, Mike, because you're right, and I think she understands that. She's watched Charity's past fights, and once Charity gets started, it's hard to get her to stop. She'll get you.
The problem with that game plan is you better be in pretty good shape to be able to execute it. Looks like Andrea, she might have hurt herself or something.
She was looking down like maybe she dropped a contact or something, but she gets right back to the action.
Maybe she dropped the game plan.
Oh, maybe the game plan.
Looking for the game plan.
Possibly.
Well, she's still executing it nonetheless, and coming out here and really good exchanges from both girls. Again, it's nice to watch a couple of girls that throw straight punches and have good technique and actually see a little defense and back and forth action. Really good stuff here.
Well, Mike, they're fighting with more technique than the boys. I just tell you that right now. You see a lot of guys step inside this cage, and they're throwing windmills and haymakers, and these girls are pretty calculated. They're accurate.
You know, the other thing is they take such pride in their preparation. They don't just want to come in here and look sloppy. Girls are very vain in that regard. They don't want to look bad, and you know, you really see it in their fighting kind of the same way. They want to come in here and put on a good show as much as they want to win a fight.
Put on the finesse. Oh, and right there, Andrea landed a couple big shots, and now she looks hurt, and this is bad for her.
Boy, yeah, she sure did. She kind of turned tail a little bit there, and I've never seen her do that, but I tell you, they say that Charity Isaacs hits like a man. She just hits so hard.
DeMarcus said she's knocked him out in the gym a few times. She's hit him, and he woke up, and he had stars circling his head. But
I don't think they were sparring, though, Johnny.
Yeah, well, they were doing something. Right?
Arguing
is what they were doing. But you see right there, Charity throws that left and right, then follows through with that elbow, and if she can land that thing, wow, hey, it could cause some damage.
She's tried to throw it. Well, she's thrown it several times. Hasn't quite gotten her range for it just yet and hasn't landed it.
Well, I'm not sure, if, like you said, if Andrea is hurt or whatever, but right there, that looks sharp. And another big left.
It's just kind of interesting to see from Andrea here. She'll throw a couple shots and then she just kind of backs away. And we've never seen that with Andrea before. She's never taken a step backward in the fights that I've seen her in, but she's done it a couple times tonight.
Well, what I like to see about these girls tonight is they have such good head movement. You see Charity throwing that solid right, and Andrea just kind of ducked her head out of the way. And a lot of the guys like to eat those shots. They'll take those shots on the chin.
And Dave Sully said breaking them up there, not enough action for his liking. In a Muay Thai match, you can clinch, but you've got to stay busy with that clinch. And really an interesting first round here, Johnny Ritchie. Good back and forth action. I'm going to give that first round to Charity Isaacs.
Yeah, I think you're right, Mike. I think that she landed some pretty big shots. I think that, like you said, she landed some big knees, and she looked tough. She looked great.
I think Andrea was the busier fighter, but there were a couple times when Andrea kind of backed away that really stands out with the judge. And once again, folks, we always say this, our scores mean absolutely nothing. We're just calling it like we see it.
That's right, Mike. We are not official by any means.
Well, I'm official. You're not.
Thanks a lot, pal.
Nice tie clinch here from Andrea Miller, getting inside and keeping position, and Charity able to reverse that and throwing Andrea to the ground. That is perfectly legal, folks. It's really kind of a taxing on a fighter to be thrown to the ground like that. It just made her mad.
Oh, man. She hit her with two solid shots, a front push kick and then a left and a right that both landed on the side of the face of Charity Isaacs.
Very nice stuff. But you see Charity kind of smiling after those shots. She likes getting hit and is happy to return the favor.
No doubt. Oh, and then she throws a big elbow right there, Mike. And she's got Andrea pressed up against the cage, and Andrea's going back to the center there. But Andrea's got to keep her eyes on Charity. She keeps turning her head like that. Charity's going to land something.
Well, you can see the game plan here for Charity is to kind of jab her way in and then throw that elbow, and hasn't quite been able to get that range just yet, Johnny. And if she does, boy, those elbows will cut you open quick.
Oh, they will. But right there, right down the pipe, Andrea Miller throws a nice left and a right and then landed.
That was a beautiful combination, as you mentioned. And Charity just kind of seems a little out of sorts, I mean, Charity's really a dominant fighter. She's used to dictating the pace, but I think Andrea might be a little unorthodox for her. And boy, nice combination there.
Nice combination by Andrea. Yeah, Mike, you talked about the fact that Charity Isaacs is an NHB fighter. The girl likes to do MMA.
Well, she's a boxer too, Johnny. She had a lot of amateur boxing matches. I mean, this is no strange territory for her. Oh, that was a nice combination.
Nice combination. Oh, bobbing and weaving, and Charity's doing it too, Mike. She's got nice footwork, moving her head and switching it up a little bit. Oh,
for just a moment there, Charity did really kind of seem like she kind of found that rhythm, and she threw a couple of really nice combinations, but I'm just not seeing enough out of her. It seems like she might be a little tired.
And maybe that's the case, Mike. But then again, maybe those punches that Andrea's landing are just draining out of her, because there's 4 or 5 shots that are solid right there. Another one.
Right down the pipe again. And these girls are really... Oh, that was a big shot. That was a big right hand. Snapped Andrea Miller's head back.
Yeah, she did. She faked that elbow and then went right down the pipe and landed that thing. And you can see Andrea's still a little shaken up by it, but she's going to continue to throw punches, Mike.
Good stuff here, folks. This is a Muay Thai kickboxing match, and rarely, if ever, do we have a main event that's a kickboxing match, but these girls are certainly worthy of that distinction tonight, putting on a great show here.
Oh!
Man, that was a knockdown, Johnny. Well, Dave
Dave doesn't count it.
Not ruling it a knockdown. I find that really strange. That was a kick that immediately resulted in a knockdown. That was should have been ruled a knockdown.
Yeah, it should have, Mike. And yeah, that was weird. But then she's throwing another push kick there and landing some big shots. Now Charity knows that there's only 10 seconds left. She's going to charge after her, but Andrea's going to clinch, and they're going to end this thing tied up there in the corner.
Well, Johnny, that was a pretty close round, but I'm going to give the nod to Andrea Miller on that one. I just really, once again, on a very unofficial scorecard, have it 1-1. Round 3, the determining round, when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, you've missed 2 great rounds of Muay Thai kickboxing between Charity Isaacs and Andrea Killa Miller. You see both these ladies here in their corners getting some last-minute advice for the 3rd and final round of what has been a great fight so far, Johnny Ritchie.
Oh, yeah, it has been, Micah. Back and forth, solid shots. They're throwing elbows, they're throwing kicks and knees. It's everything that you want to see in a fight, Mike.
Oh, good stuff here. And you see right here that Andrea Miller has not lost any of that energy. Well, neither has Charity Isaacs. Both these girls know, I think, that what is on the line here for both of them. And really, this 3rd and final round is going to be that determining round.
Oh, without a doubt. And Charity's still looking for that elbow, Mike. She's determined to land that thing at some point in time in this fight. But, yeah, Mike, unofficially, we have it 1 round apiece. So this 3rd round really means it all. This is it.
Well, these elbows are fight enders. You know, you can cut somebody open with them, and you can really knock somebody out with them very easily as well. But I think she's put too much focus on that. She's a dominant boxer, and I think she's trying too hard to throw that elbow. Just one man's opinion.
Well, yeah, right there, man. And then on the other token, Andrea Miller is throwing solid, straight shots, and she's landing 90% of them. I mean, when she throws them, they land.
Well, a little dirty boxing going on here, kind of in a clinch here, but not a whole lot of action. Wouldn't be too surprised to see Dave Selly said step in and split them up.
Oh, he is. He's not going to let that go on too much longer.
Making up for that horrible call in the 2nd round.
Talking about that push kick, Mike, when she knocked Charity down and you didn't call it a knockdown.
Well, that's good action, though, and I think both these girls, I like the fact these girls are dictating what's going to happen here in the fight.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're trying not to leave it. Oh, but another nice kick and another straight right down the pipe. Wow.
I think Andrea is starting to just land that right hand at will, or the left hand rather. And she nails it right down the pipe, and then right here you see in a nice Muay Thai clinch.
Dave's telling her to get to work. Don't just hold that head. You better do something. Andrea did a nice job right there of throwing a knee, but she's got her hugged up here, and Dave's gonna break him up.
Andrea always just kind of turns and walks back to the middle, and she forgets that you can be hit at any time. When the referee says go, it's time to go.
No kidding, Mike. And you don't want to leave that, your head out there for Charity to latch onto her kick.
She has just been nailing that push kick all night long, but it doesn't seem to slow Charity down.
No.
I haven't seen Charity take too many steps backward all night.
No, she throws that push kick, then follows it up with that punch, and you're right, she's landed it almost every time she's thrown it.
And maybe because Charity doesn't take a step back. Every time she hits that push kick, she steps right into that punch.
Well, Mike,
get a little sloppy here at the end,
but it's the end. They've fought hard.
So. Man, Andrea,
we just said it. There it is, push kick and then a left, right, and she landed both shots.
Good stuff.
Mike, these girls, they fought so hard. Right? They've laid it all out on for us tonight here at the Ultimate Combat
Andrea's
Experience.
still landing shots, Johnny, and I think this is what's going to be the determining factor in this fight. The fact that at the end of the fight, Andrea's still swinging. Andrea's still landing punches. Great fight. My hat's off to both of these ladies. Come out, put on a great show tonight.
Right, it's the bell swinging. Charity goes a cock back, and Andrea just gave her a little jab right to the chops.
Great fight, man. Any of those rounds could have gone either way, except for that 3rd round. I think Andrea won that for sure, but boy, let's listen in on the judges.
Number 2 scores about 29, 28, and judge number 3 scores about 29, 28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner is Andrea
Wow, Andrea feel great about that. That's like climbing Mount Everest, beating Charity Isaacs in anything. Beating her in checkers is impressive.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
She's just such a tough gal. Andrea Miller's got to be elated about that victory right there.
She is, Mike. She's almost to tears. Congratulations, Andrea Miller. This post-fight interview is brought to you by Hollywood Body Laser Centers, the best in laser hair removal. Give them a call for a free consultation, 563-1177.
Andrea, that was a big mountain that you had to climb to take home that belt, and you stepped in there and you fought the toughest fighter in Charity Isaacs. You won an unanimous decision. How do you feel?
It was really hard, but I deserved it.
You've been working hard. She's been in the gym 3-4 times a day. She works a full-time job, and she broke her toe in this fight. But you stepped in there, Andrea. You won. Congratulations. Is there anyone you need to thank?
Yeah, I need to thank my personal sponsors, Hardcore Tattoo, Copeland Trucking, Taylor Andrews for doing my hair. Thank you, Daniela. Season All, Demolition, all the UCTC staff, Statewide Bell Bonds, Skull Candy.
All the crew that made this possible. I tell you what, you are our top female fighter in the state in this Muay Thai. Congratulations, Andrea Killamilla. You deserve the belt. Nice job.
The girls did not disappoint Johnny Ritchie. They came out and gave us all we thought they would.
Oh yeah, Mike, from the start of the bell to the end of that last round, they were working hard. Andrea Miller pushed the pace. She landed the big shots, and I think that's what stood out in the judges' mind. She pulls out the belt tonight, Mike.
That was the ultimate combat experience. We got more of it when we come back.